SupTho bitch. Well,
Chills.
definitely.
Number 10, high-tech ghost. If you can summon spirits using a homemade Ouija board, then it stands to reason that a digital version would work just as well. This is what happened to an 18-year-old girl from Lima, Peru when she used a Ouija board app on her smartphone. After using the app with her friends to ask just a few questions, Patricia Quispe somehow managed to summon a spirit that apparently followed her home. Soon after playing with the board, her parents noticed that she started to throw violent tantrums and foam at the mouth.
Según testigos, ella presentó una aparente posesión satánica luego de jugar a la Ouija.
Her voice changed too. It became strained and evil. As she thrashed about in her restraints, the poor girl often shouted the same phrases over and over again. She would repeat the number 6 3 times in a row, and she would also tell doctors to give her back her phone, presumably so that she could get back on the Ouija app and cause further damage. She was taken to a psychiatric ward to be further examined. Whether she regained her senses or remains internally possessed is a mystery. Number 9, the summoning. 4 girls are about to witness
Wait a minute. Whoa. Are you telling me all of this happened because of a fucking app? There's an app? Hold the fuck on. They made an app for this. Are you fucking serious? The fucking, the physical game, the board wasn't enough? You gotta make a fuck, are you fucking joking me? I am legit pissed right now. And there's a couple of things like, if any of my friends, come on, bruh. If any, fuck my friends. Not like that, but I'm just saying, like, if any of your friends come at you with the Ouija board shit, they don't care about you. They really don't. For real. Like, what the fuck? All of this happened over a goddamn app. And even demons can be fucking creeps. And it's not just real people. Demons can...
Power of the Ouija board firsthand. The video begins just as they are receiving an answer to their final question, and they are now ready to end the session. They start to move the cup in a circle 3 times to clear the board, but whatever they have summoned is not exactly ready to leave quite yet.
Hey, oh my god!
Punch that bitch!
Get rid of it! The sword! Are you okay?
Just before the girls can cast the spirit back into its own dimension, it desperately leaps inside one of them and takes control. Then the possession ends as quickly as it began. They all rush in and one of the girls cradles her friends in her arms as she cries and trembles. They ask if she needs any water. Even though I'm not sure exactly what happened, I think it's safe to say that a glass of water probably isn't going to be enough to help her.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry I keep pausing, but I like, god damn, are you serious? I must be the worst friend in fucking history. Because if some shit like this went down, right? Out with my friends, if we just so happen to fucking play we must don't care about our lives, right? If we just so happen to play the Ouija board, right? And one of my friends get possessed, I'm not about to just stay there, and I'm definitely not about to touch you while the demon is inside. Like, come on, bruh. I'm looking at my friends, and I'm giving you the signal to haul ass with me. If you're not with me, fuck you. I'm out. I'm sorry. Like, come on, bruh. What would y'all do? What would you do if you seen somebody that you loved, right? Oh, yeah, loved, and they got possessed? You know, or granted, some of y'all might actually help your friend or your family or whoever you love, right? But come on. No. Hell no. I'm out that bitch. I'm sorry. I love you, but I'm not trying to get possessed neither. No, bitch.
8. Stuffed stare. As this footage from Mexico shows, humans are far from the only things that can potentially become possessed by summoned spirits. In this video, 3 friends are just hanging out together in a cramped room, trying to use a Ouija board to summon whatever spirits they can find. Suddenly, it looks like they attract some supernatural attention. You can't hear any sounds, but you can tell things are starting to get interesting by the way they all lean forward and wait for the next answer. The room appears to grow very hot for a moment, and the man in the center rubs some sweat from his brow. As he does this, a white stuffed bear above him springs to life. It appears to look down at the 3 of them, and it especially seems to regard the person on the left the most. The man on the left eventually looks up, and the 2 lock eyes. He immediately starts to point out the possessed bear to his friends, but when his friends look up to see what he's talking about, the bear stops moving. It looks like they get in a small argument for a moment as the man tries to convince his friends that he isn't making up a story, and that he really did see the bear move. One of them picks up the bear and examines it. It doesn't do anything, so they all sit down with the Ouija board and start over again. When they start to ask another question with the Ouija board, the stuffed toy begins to look around some more. This time it makes no attempt to hide itself as they all turn around and watch in horror. They all jump up from their seats and run out of the room, so terrified that none of them even think to take the camera with them. If you're enjoying the video so far, please give it a like as it really helps me out. Number 7. Homemade possessions. You don't need to buy an official Ouija board if you want to contact the dead. G-Money Gaming and his friend decided to do it themselves using a Ouija board that they made with a piece of paper and a plastic pointer. Little did they know how effective their design would turn out to be. G-Money begins asking if there are any spirits in the room with them, and he immediately gets a positive response. When he asks how many spirits there are, the answer is 2. By this point, G-Money and his friend are sufficiently scared, but they decide to keep going anyway. G-Money bravely asks the spirits what their names are, and he gets a dreadful response: Zozo and Mama. These 2 spirits are famous for haunting Ouija board users throughout the world, and they are even rumored to possibly be demons with strong ties to Satan.
You don't care about your life. You really don't.
Zozo. Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god, dude, run.
We need to end the session right now.
No
The Ouija board starts to spell Zozo over and over again in rapid succession, and then something is knocked over from deeper within the house. The 2 friends know that they have to end the session fast before anything bad can happen, so G-Money quickly moves the pointer over to goodbye. Just when this happens, the pointer slides away as if something had grabbed it. As they back out of the room, the entire board flies at them, and they launch into a full sprint. Number 6. Lisa. A man and a woman manage to successfully summon a female spirit while a 3rd person films. L-I-S-A the spirit spells Lisa.
Did you push that?
I did not push that.
Seriously? None of you guys push that over to the X like that?
No.
You guys give it something underneath the table?
No.
That looked like it moved all on its own.
After this, the pointer dashes to the letter X on its own. Neither one of them appear to have pushed the pointer to the letter X. It seems to have moved there completely on its own. The cameraman checks under the table for magnets, but he doesn't find any, and there doesn't look to be any strings. There's a quick cut in the video, so unfortunately we can't exactly hear the next question that they asked. Either way, the pointer circles a bit and lands on yes, and then it darts on its own back to the mysterious letter X for a second time. If this video is to be believed, then why did the spirit repeatedly choose the letter X? Perhaps it could have meant that it was an ex-lover, or on the other hand, the letter X could even represent her death. Exactly what Lisa wanted will never be known. They understandably backed away from the board after the second time that the pointer moved on its own. However, it doesn't look like they properly ended the ceremony, so perhaps Lisa will be back for a second visit after all. Number 5. Did you...
Okay. No. Yeah. Lisa's staying. And she's already in the house. She's moving in. Right? She got everything. Oh my god, bro. Like, oh shit. Oh my god. It's just that you have to realize something, like when you messing with shit like this, it's never over. You know, you can say, you know, it's over, or you can put the Ouija board back in the box, right? Or you can be like, you know what? It's a little bit too weird in this bitch, and throw the Ouija board out, toss it up, burn it up, whatever. You can do all that shit. But it's never gone. Once you open that shit, it's out. It's fucking out. I don't know how to stop the shit. You know? I don't know how to reverse this shit. Once you open it, that's it. It is no going back. There's no nothing. That shit makes me I'm so fucking creeped out that there's a this shit is creeping me out right now. Hold on. That face, the Redskins right there, that face. Oh fuck. That's how creeped out. I'm thinking that bitch is turning his head and looking at me every time I look away. Like, oh my god, bruh. You're shitting me.
Who die in the house. Number 5, contact. Peru continues to experience a high concentration of Ouija board possessions, this time in the city of Jaén. Blanca Giovanna is only 16 years old when she and her other friends began to use the board for fun. Like so many others, she is not aware of the board's true danger, and she is swallowed by evil for her ignorance. It's unclear how many times Blanca and her friends used the board to summon demons before she was finally overtaken by one.
Wow.
Maybe she became possessed after using the board just once. Or perhaps it took days of repeated attempts before a demon found its way from the board into her soul.
Nah. Nah. No. Hell no, bruh.
Exactly how the demon got her is unknown, but in other Ouija board possession cases, it's usually either from taunting the spirit or failing to banish them back to their realm at the end of the ceremony. What we do know is that this began a minor possession which soon grew out of control. Blanca went from being a carefree teenager to a violent maniac in just a matter of days. Her behavior became so aggressive that her family eventually could no longer deal with her. They had her committed for a lack of a better idea. While in her possessed form, Blanca continued to amaze and scare psychiatric workers to no end. Her evil antics even began to draw a crowd of curious locals and news reporters, who all agree that she had seen the face of Satan. When she wasn't trying to attack them outright, she was shouting mysterious satanic phrases and wailing terribly. Like her family, the psychiatric ward eventually ran out of ideas and settled on chaining her to the wall to protect her from others. The demon stayed inside her body for at least 21 days. This was in 2011, and while locals may not know what has happened, no follow-up reports have ever left the city. This lack of information has led many to speculate that perhaps Blanca had to either been exiled or even killed so that the rest of the town could be saved. Number 4, Josh says, this footage comes from a YouTuber named No Biggie TV, who decided to tempt fate and make a video testing out Ouija boards.
You're an
He is
idiot.
extremely skeptical at first, and he points out that Ouija boards can't be that scary if they are allowed to sell at Toys R Us. While he is waiting in line to buy it, however, a woman asks if he knows where the idea from Ouija boards came from. She says that the man who invented it sold his soul to the devil, and that making it readily available to kids was part of an evil conspiracy. No Biggie TV ignores her warning and buys the board anyway. He picks up a friend named Dave and heads to Dave's apartment. After briefly reading some instructions, they are quickly communicating with the dead in no time. They contact a spirit who says his name is Josh. He was born in 1921. Things are getting a little too scary, so No Biggie TV pulls a prank on his friend by pretending to be possessed, and then the two get back to
Prank my ass. You don't fuck around with shit like this. But hey, some people gotta learn the fucking hard way.
being serious. As the ceremony progresses, they start to hear breathing and other strange thumping noises.
Besides the kitchen and the dog.
The thumping?
No, I hear some kind of breathing.
That is so fucking spooky. What the fuck?
Josh tells her that the house is not safe after using the Ouija board, but there's one thing that they can do to possibly change that. Burn me, Josh writes to them. Obviously, no one wants to have a haunted house, so the two friends waste little time doing exactly what Josh asks. They take the board around back and set the entire thing on fire, box and all. As the box burns, Dave's car starts to turn on randomly on its own.
Wow.
Even after they put the fire out, they could still hear the board sizzle. It gave no Biggie TV an electrical shock when he touched it. Unfortunately, they couldn't burn the board properly, so they decided to drive as far as possible and throw it away instead. Although they did say goodbye to the board, nowhere in the video does it show them properly ending the session. Just how angry Josh will be that they didn't follow his exact orders remains to be seen. Number 3, the pizza possession. Jackson Combs and his friend Stacy are bored late at night when they decide to summon some spirits to help pass the time.
What the fuck? What? That makes no fucking sense. If you're bored, why the hell would you even think about doing some shit like this? Like yesterday, I was bored like hell. But you don't see me fucking, you know, messing with some demon shit, playing with some Ouija boards or some spirit shit. Like, come on, bruh. You come on. That's no. Because, oh, just to buy some time. Are you fucking serious? Are you shitting me?
By a third friend, Alice, who brings with her the top of a pizza box. Together, they use it to make a homemade Ouija board. It's well past 1 in the morning by the time the three of them agree on a place to use it. They use a small cap as a pointer and spin it in 3 circles to clear the board. Then they begin. Is anybody there? Jason asks. The pointer does not move, so he repeats himself. That's when the cup moves down into the left, stopping on yes. Jason asks what the spirit's name is, and the ghost writes back Susan. When asked if the spirit is good or bad, Susan says that she is good. Then she says that she wants someone named Danny. None of them know who Danny is, so Susan says goodbye. The 3 friends could have stopped here, but they enjoyed the experience, so they decided to keep it up and try to contact other spirits. Again, they make 3 circles with the cup to clear the board. Another spirit soon makes itself known, but this time it isn't as nice as Susan. Instead of asking what the spirit's name is, Jason asks if it's a good spirit. It signals that no, it is not. They could have immediately discontinued contact from there, but they weren't feeling threatened enough at the time. Jason asks for its name. John, it writes back. What do you want? Jason asks out loud. Kill is the response that he is given. Even though no other questions are asked, the cup suddenly moves to the no answer and flips over. The 3 of them hear a noise coming from the bathroom, and Jason goes inside to investigate. The door shuts behind him and the house fills with his screams. When the girls are able to get the door open, he is cowering in the corner. Whatever had been summoned had viciously attacked him. Number 2, Japanese TV. These 3 girls playing with a Ouija board seem to be on some sort of Japanese television show. This isn't very surprising since some of the scariest evidence of the paranormal seems to come from Japanese game shows or investigation series. The girls have apparently been threatened by the spirit to not film this encounter, but it's clearly not their decision. The board or spirit threatens to curse the girls and they are understandably shaken up. It doesn't take long for all hell to break loose after this. One of the girls claims to see a woman and the group jumps, leaving 2 of the 3 young girls on the floor. In their panic, the quarter they were using as the planchette begins to move swiftly on its own. Furniture in the room begins to fly around as if being thrown, and a strange loud clicking can be heard.
Fuck that. I would have ran so fucking fast.
The footage becomes more and more chaotic before the video ends, leaving the viewer with concern and a desire for more insight. Before we get to number 1, if you've ever been curious as to what I look like in real life, then follow me on Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT. I also have a Twitter at YTChills where I post video updates. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me a DM if you have any questions or suggestions. Number 1, mass possession. The Elsa Perea Flores High School in Peru is said to be incredibly haunted. According to local rumors, the school was built on a gravesite that the mafia used to bury corpses.
Wow.
In May of 2016, a group of school children used a Ouija board to summon the spirit of one of the dead victims, and this footage showed it absolutely worked. Shortly after using the Ouija board, at least 20 students were all affected by a mass hallucination. The children fell to the ground and went into seizures as they vomited.
Why would you even build something over dead? Like, people that...
They were uncontrollable and had to be loaded into trucks and driven to the hospital for examinations. In the weeks that followed, almost 100 other students fell victim to the same mysterious condition. They would be acting normally one moment, and then on the ground having a full-blown seizure the next. It was always on school property. In fact, it wouldn't be uncommon for students from different classes to pass out at the exact same time. Many of the students complained about the same evil spirit attacking them, a man dressed in all black with a big bushy beard. He always wanted to hurt them, they said. It also wasn't uncommon for the children to hear voices and feel relentlessly stalked, like someone was gonna come up from behind and snatch them at any moment. One of the students even claimed to have felt a large pair of hands tighten around her neck. You would think that they could somehow fight back, but high school ends earlier in Peru than most other countries. As such, these were all children between the ages of 11 and 14. They were all completely helpless and unable to defend themselves. The school officials eventually sought the help of Catholic priests to perform exorcisms and to hold mass. Unfortunately, none of this seems to have helped very much. According to the latest reports, whatever was unleashed by the Ouija board continues to haunt the poor school kids to this day.
Then get the fuck out of that school. Y'all, all y'all kids are bullshitting. For real, are you fucking serious, bruh? Let me tell you something. There's no amount of money in the world. There's nothing anybody can do that would force me to play a Ouija board. Nothing. Not off the top of my head. I can't really think of anything at the moment, but no, bruh, like no. Out of all of these stories, the one that really got me was the one when they was waiting on pizza or something, and to pass the time, they decided to fuck with some demons. Are you fucking serious? Your whole... Bro, I can't believe they got a fucking app. Hold on. I'm searching this shit. I'm not downloading it, but I'm searching this shit right now. I'm kind of scared I'm kind of scared searching for it. How do you... Oh, there it goes. Oh, shit. Oh, hell no, bro. Get this shit off my fucking phone, bruh. I got the fucking chills right now, bruh. Like, come on, let's... Oh. Oh my God, bruh. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. You can't. It's kind of out of focus. But you can't. Like, shit me, bruh. What? If you don't believe me, like, I have an iPhone, right? Just search it up in the App Store. Ouija board. Or just Ouija. O-U-I-J-A. Yeah. Or if you, I don't, Samsung users. I don't know. Just, if you have a smartphone, look it up. Oh my goodness. I honestly feel like there's some shit in my house right now just because I searched it up. Not played it, just searched it up. My heart can't take this. Nah, I got chills literally from the top of my head to the tip of my toenails. Ooh. So I am officially creeped out. I don't know about you, but yeah. So with all that being said, oh my goodness, bro. Like that, seeing that app. Oh man. I'm gonna screenshot that and I'm gonna post that shit on Twitter and Instagram. Like, nah. Please don't play that. Please do not down. Is the shit even free? Oh, it's free too. Oh, ain't that some shit? So now anybody can get it. Okay. Please. Fuck it. I already know some of y'all are curious. Y'all already know. Y'all already know where that's gonna get you. Curiosity, come on now. But some of y'all I know, because you're curious, you're gonna play it. I don't know what to say anymore. Other than keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family, and God be with you.
Audio Jungle.